The argument, yes, you see that maybe he's not in a good frame of mind and you just want to get this off of your chest.
If you want a man, to do something, tell him one time and forget it.
All right, so guys, remember, if you're in our last live, we spoke about the picture quality, and we got comments about, yeah, it look nice, and it look more smooth and whatever. So we were blessed to receive
And now for our featured presentation.
Hi everyone, welcome to another
Conversation with the Ladies. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Cornell, and we are the
Please.
I want to say welcome to all our new subscribers. You are no longer subscribers, but you are family. And so I want to say welcome to you, and happy that you're joined the family. And we're going to ask you now to help us reach other family members. Yes, if the information we're giving is helping and you enjoy the videos, somebody else need to hear, somebody else need to know. All right, so you're going to pass on the word for us, and we are so appreciative of the support we have gotten thus far, and we look forward to your support. So again, welcome to the family, and we look forward to hearing your comments. So if you have anything you want to say to us, any suggestions with the videos that we have, because this is our midweek video that we normally put up, and so we want to ask you to send your comments, share your thoughts on any topic you want us to address, on anything you want us to speak on, if just to say the least. So again, I want to say welcome to you, and in the thumbnail you're looking at timing, and timing, we're talking about timing in relationship. All right, so let's get it.
Alright, so why is timing so important? According to agendatherapy.com, timing serves as a role to uphold cohesive order and orchestrate the natural flow of events. Actions fall into place because of universal timing, and when combined with synchronicity, bring those events into your awareness to seize your action. So basically, yeah, so that is why timing is so important.
So what this basically is saying is that timing brings everybody into cohesion, and when timing is correct, combined with synchronicity, it brings that awareness to whatever action you're going to take, right? And it makes sense, because what is helping us to understand is that timing is everything. It's like, for example, for example, when I want to use a restroom, and I need to go, for me it is easy. I just go and sit down and it gone. Michelle knows she have to wait until she feel the pressure. You understand me? But then that's the best way for her to relieve herself. You understand me? I say, wherein my one is different. So timing is everything, and we're looking at it. Looking at timing in the same way in relationship, because over the experiences that we have over 22 years of marriage, and just to say the least, that we're not here to come with any scientific
Solution.
No, any scientific evidence per se, rather than what we have experienced, right, over 22 years. And we are saying there are areas that we experienced that taught us how to do things a little differently. And so we're saying that even in relationship, as married people, as couples, timing is important. So it's not every time you think you should say something you should
say,
or not every time you think you should do something you should
do it.
Right. So what we're going to be doing is just looking at some topics, not topics, some situations rather, where timing is important. And as we go along, there are about 5 of them that we wrote down. I'm just going to talk about them. And as we go along, it may evolve into others. All right? But we believe, based on our experience, these are real situations that will arise where timing is going to be crucial. How we approach it, both male and female, how we approach it is going to be important in getting a cohesive and a synchronized type of result. You understand me? Because that's what timing is really about, synchronicity. All right, so for example, timing is important when we're to make a decision about something. So for example, now me and Michelle, we talk about buying this little box here, right? But at the same, but we never have a definite time that we was going to buy it, all right? And so Michelle may have a time in her mind based on how urgent she thinks it is, and I may have a time in my mind, right? But how we come about making this one is about the decision that we're going to arrive at, and the decision is about the timing of it. Now, what if Michelle sees it as an urgent thing, and I don't see it as an urgent thing? How is it that we have dealt with a situation like that in the past?
If you don't see it to be urgent and I don't.
No, well, you do.
And I do. Yeah, in the past, it can cause an argument because I may think, how is it that he's not seeing that it is important and it's needed? And he may be thinking, why is it she cannot wait, until I said when? So it's like a tug and war when it's not in a cohesive agreement. It is a tug and war. So basically, timing, it is important to be on the same page. It is important to deem the thing equally important for the time that is needed, and to come to a reasonable agreement on it, our decision.
Yeah. So it's just like because we know a decision is to be made, Michelle may see the urgency of it and I don't, as we were talking, right? But you see, because she see the urgency, it is important that she bring me up to speed, because some of the time we may play vindictive with each other when she may see the urgency, and because I don't see it when she saw it, she decides, all right, then make it stay, and then now when me see it, it's too late.
Yeah, so
you understand?
It causes a resentment, because if one can put themselves in the other's shoes to understand where the other is coming from, but one party have not done so, is not willing to do so, then it can bring resentment. You understand? So there have to be an agreement. So the timing in this sense is, if one party don't seem to be grasping it, maybe that's not the right time to be talking about it. Maybe you should wait for another setting. You understand? Another time when the person seems even willing, you understand, to even listen. Because without the party listening any at all, then the importance of that thing will not reach the other, because they're not at the place to even discuss it, even to think about it. So sometimes you have to wheel or come again, So okay, let us talk about it another time when it's conducive.
And being conducive is, don't wait until you sit there near. If you know, say, in a month's time, based on what we both had discussed, but then because me I think slower than she, but within the month it will be a critical time. She have to know, so okay, she can't wait until a day or two before, but come to me like so we discussed it 2 months back. Come to me and next month and say, babes, remember so and so and so, and it may just be the time we click and say, oh, achoo. Right. You understand me? Because as Michelle said, if me say we have enough time, that is it. So me say we have enough time, but Michelle, I look far down the road than I am. She I go see it and say, no. He may think all that time we're done, but then at the time when we discuss it, me I think we have enough time. But she have to still keep in mind, at the end of the day, it's about what the two of us will benefit from it. So she why wait until the nearest time. When at least come back to me another month's time before the time I said, remember so and so, and they may just click and say, oh, you understand me? So timing with decision making is very important. And especially if you're going to a decision about something, whether buying something or doing something, it is important that decision that timing it comes in a right timing. Even if one party is not seeing it at that particular time of the discussion, we'll come again, as we shall say. The next one is timing when there is a difference in opinion.
Right.
Or sorry, difference in option. Sorry, option and opinion is practically the same thing. All right. So let's say there's a difference in opinion. How are we going about it and how we fix it?
All right. Difference in opinion. How we have gone about it is that, like I said before, is respect each other's, first of all, respect each other's opinion and point of view. And in respecting each other's opinion and point of view, then it gives you the latitude for the timing of whatever it is you're discussing. So first is to listen. Person should listen to you and say, okay, so you relate what is the importance of what it is, your opinion is, and the person listen in return. And in return, even though the person may not deem it, to be of importance as you may have think, may not even in agreement, but of course, we'll say, all right, I respect this is your opinion, and I understand that it is your opinion, but at this time, I do not view it to be so, or I not of the same opinion, so let us agree to disagree about whatever it is, that our opinion is about. And all right, so if the person should introduce that, let us agree to disagree, that's the key point right there. It simply means that the person will not be in agreement with you, but they respect that's your point of view. So right away there, something should click and say, is this the time to really push him or her on it? Is this the time to really push you on it, to try to change the person's opinion, or to try to give the person see from your anger? So timing should come in play. You should first see, is it the atmosphere for it? What is his or her headspace in, with this issue right now? And the timing should be, you should choose whether, you should say, all right, I'm going to let it go. Is it that important for you to hold on to your opinion, or for you to try bring the person up to your opinion? Or is it a matter of, what? Okay. It's my opinion, so I will not impose it on you. You do not see what I'm saying right now, but that's okay. And the timing should be you walk away or you leave it. You understand?
Because what we have found from experience is this. You see, if both persons want the same thing, something is going to happen that both parties will come and say, oh, it's true. In other words, because there is a single-mindedness of objective and goal. I may have a different opinion about this thing, and she may have a different one. Her opinion may be right, but at this point, me not see it. But because we are thinking about the objective, which is this, at some point in time, something is going to happen that reminds me, and I may just swing to her opinion and vice versa. So the timing is, if it is not the best time to discuss it now, or to show her, or for her to show me from her perspective why, then we just walk away.
So this is climate. The climate should be conducive for that discussion.
And it may, and this may not be nothing new, but it may just be a reminder to somebody that sometimes it is best leave it and come back again, because it is not the right time to have that discussion.
Right, and that is why sometimes some relationship, it really do not stand the test of time, because it depends where both individuals are, the time in their life, where they are at that period in their life. Because you'll find out that some persons may be at a place in their life where they have maybe already gone through certain things, understand certain things in a particular way, believe certain things in a particular way, have total difference of opinion in basically everything because of where they are in their life. And they'll find out that there will not be some one of the person that will be lenient to say, okay, this is not the right time, for us to pursue this or to do that. So, take it with grace and with compassion and understanding and without judgment. You understand? And you're in the frame of mind to say, it's just a time of a situation. So, it's not going to work this particular way or whatever. Give him some latitude, give she the latitude. When you find out that individual cannot come to this, sometimes it's bigger than, like for instance, it's bigger than just timing. There are some persons that is just not willing to meet and work in maybe a mood to meet the other person halfway, because they've made me think that at this time of my life I need somebody on the ball, I need somebody who can pick up what I'm at and work along with me. So it doesn't build resentment.
Another one is when timing is important, especially when you want something.
Right.
For example, it is never a good time for Michelle to ask me for something when she know I'm broke. Or not me that say broke, because broke is just struggle. But when I do have the money at that point in time. But what she does smartly, if she knows I have a coming for a nice sum, she will remember what she wanted and she will just easy tea that say, so and so and so. And knowing the person I am, I'm not gonna tell her no. Even if, especially if it's something that she wanted a long time ago, because she's very patient, I must say. And if something she wanted a long time ago, and she wait until she knows that one, you have some funds, and two, the frame of mind is good. For example, the night before she hung the thing, certainly we have the mind clear and thing. Then now, the day after, she may, and knowing that I have the funds, she will say, hey, so and so and so. And there's no one going to say no.
Yeah, and most of the time it's not.
Do they understand?
Most of the time, yeah, that's true, but it will not be just a mere want.
Mere want. For example, as we say, something you want for a good while. No, you understand? But then the timing was important, because, for example, when a man don't have money, it is frustrating. It affects him mentally. It affects him even emotionally. It affects him sexually. And it takes maturity and a certain level of balance to start to keep yourself on a certain equilibrium, right? But it's never the best time to bring in issues of wants or needs.
Yeah.
When
the person cannot provide it.
No, they don't.
Yeah, that's true. So it would be, I would say, good timing is, as he said, when the person have it to give. That the mind is relaxed and the atmosphere is one that is good, and you're not gonna get to know. No way you're gonna get to know, so yeah, that's good timing.
Ladies, you are very powerful, and God has given you gifts and talents. Use them. Another one is timing again, as it relates to when you're bringing up a touchy topic.
Yeah.
How have we handled that? Bringing up touchy topics.
Because
we've had that many disagreements.
Before in the not so learned period, in the earlier stage, it would be wherein you just want the thing, and the argument. Yes, you see that maybe he's not in a good frame of mind, and you just want to get this off of your chest. But getting it off your chest at that time when you already see that he's not in a good frame of mind, it really fuels the argument, even things into an argument quickly, and it escalates so easily when you miss your timing. And I would say it happened to me more than once. Yeah, it had happened to me more than once, but I want to believe that I've learned from it too. But in those periods, it was more of the fact But now that I look back on it, it can come off of maybe being selfish, like thinking about yourself alone in those periods wherein I just need this to be done, and you get at the person. Sometimes you may want to rub it in passively, or when I say not knowing that that's the situation. You see that the person is, all right, for instance, I see my husband not in the right frame of mind already, and I'm gonna say, you know how long this thing need to be fixed, and I've asked you so long and it is still here, and what have you. Honestly to God, you don't expect to get an answer of all right, I'll deal with it, because you have been hearing those answers before time, and now he's in a foul mood, and you present it to him like that. It's been a while now, how long? Must say, how many times I tell you I'll deal with it? And then from there now you get defensive and say, but why do I have to keep telling you before you fix it? That's an ABC argument right there. But of course, for us ladies, sometimes it takes time for us to notice that we need to choose our battles.
Gary Chapman
choose our battles wisely.
And Gary Chapman, who is the author of the 7 Love Language, said, if you want a man to do something, tell him one time and forget it. Tell him one time and forget it. Now that may sound like a challenge to most ladies, but the truth of the matter, as he went further to say, a man's processing is different from a lady.
Oh yes.
When a lady tells a man to get something fixed, he may not move to it at the same time, but what he does is thinking about how it may be done, the best way it can be done, when is the best timing for him, when it will take less pressure, what tools he may need, and whatever. And in that process, it may not happen the same day. But if you leave him, then you inevitably, and they may say, whatever, take 2 weeks, but inevitably it's going to get done. Example, Michelle, we have a jar in the house, and Michelle push one bag of clothes and push the base.
Isn't it a mud? Actually, don't make it push like Mr.
No, I mean,
it's like it's overpacked. It's overpacked with clothes.
Right.
So each time it's supposed to be closed, you have to force it down, like press it down. But the truth is, wisdom should teach that, okay, you either need another chest of jar or you need somewhere else to put some of the clothes. But that happens when maybe you have too much clothes.
And she told me to do it. And yesterday she said to me, say, you can't see this up on the ground. I'm saying,
yeah.
And so it happened to because the base of it at the jar, it basically break.
Yeah,
but something clicking on my mind, I'm going to say, all right, you may spin it on the other side, then and ask her not to put as much clothes in it.
Yeah.
Spin it on the other side, screw it in back, and don't put as much. The place you crack, you just go back down in that space and level off again. And bam, we fix it today. And she put them in. You understand me? So it's really and truly about timing and how you bring up certain topics that you know it can be nagging for a man for you to be telling him about something over and over. You have to get to the place. Just use as a topic, you get to the place where you can say, okay, you talk to him about it, you know him already done, just leave it there, so take it done. And I think that would over the years, I mean, and I don't think even from my standpoint, I say, boy, see, because that's some man to do. If you think we can do it quicker, we do it quicker. But sometimes it takes a little bit more time in the thought process to deal with it. You understand? So that is another one. Another one is knowing when to stop, especially before an argument escalates.
Oh.
That timing. There's a timing, or there's a time window between a discussion and an argument. There's a time window where you can stop it from escalating. You agree?
There's a time window, but the honest truth is that sometimes we miss it.
Yeah, we both. I think both male and female.
Yeah,
so
sometimes we miss it. But if we can catch up on ourselves and remember that timing is the master of everything, we can do catch up on ourselves. Because we do miss it at times, but the good thing about it is to realize when you miss it. So the next time around, you can catch up on yourself
Yes.
and know what to do, when to do it, what to say, and how to say it.
Yes.
Because in a relationship, these are stuff that we have to learn. To have successful and peaceful relationships, these are things that we'll have to practice and learn from our mistakes.
So I mean, and I think over time when you get to know the person, you can read facial expression, you can read body language, you can read tone, right? And when you take all those three, you can know, so, okay, you know what, this is going in the direction I don't want it to go. Let us not discuss this now. All right? Why? Because the time is not right. And see certain things, certain features start to change, and so let's not discuss. And then the patience and the respect has to be there from both parties. To say, okay, let us not discuss here with you, because the person, your wife or your husband, is looking at your facial expression, hearing your tone, and recognizing that no, this may escalate into something that we don't necessarily want. And both you have to have the patience to say, okay, let's not do this now. And then now come back another time. Again, timing.
Yeah.
Alright? And again, guys, as we're saying, these are not rocket science, but sometimes we just need that reminder. Because life happens, and sometimes when life happens, we tend to forget some things that taught us lessons that we should be remembering. So, maybe there's a message, a video need to hear right now. The next one, our last one I have on the paper is when it comes on to intimacy.
Yeah, timing is everything with that too. Because, I mean, as majority of the both sexes will say, mostly they will say, oh, my husband have wrong timing. And the men would say that as well, that the women have wrong timing.
No man, let's say woman have wrong timing.
Yeah, I think men will say woman. No, it may not be to get, but it can be the timing where both person timing is off, wherein the lady feels like, I'm exhausted and I've just done this, and I'm wait a while, or why do you choose this time? And the man would say, your timing is always off.
In what way?
In the way that, all right, every time I approach you, say it's timing, and this is the time. I've been waiting. So his timing is maybe at that particular time that the lady, you understand, may seem is not ready.
And then also, as you said it to me, that professional that sometimes for a man to, because I said that most men want it all the time, but the truth is sometimes we as men are stressed, and if we are stressed and our partner comes to us, and I'm not just talking about sex, but then mainly sex too, because if they come to us, we may not be able to rise to the occasion, both mentally and otherwise.
Yeah,
you understand me? Because when things come to us in a stress level, it affects everything. For most men, it affects everything, and we have to start to take ourselves out of space and just look for something.
Yeah, and sometimes it's bigger than just timing. Sometimes in some person's relationship, they do have a problem with intimacy or showing the affection that they showed, and you understand? Yeah. So in some instances, then it's not timing, it's just the person lack of wanting or showing.
That is a different terminology itself, because I believe if you're not ready for intimacy and you have that level of maturity and it just takes to show it, then you should not have been married in the first place.
Right, you have a bigger problem. Your timing was wrong in getting married.
Accepted the proposal.
Yeah.
And that's because there's no way you can willingly accept somebody's proposal for marriage and you're not ready to give yourself
the intimacy that is needed, emotional.
When it comes on to intimacy, timing is important. If, for example, and I kind of use the example, Michelle has a lot of work doing now, and the truth is, I understand the level of concentration because she does everything all by herself, and I understand the level of concentration is required. And because I don't bother pressure, because okay, what else can I do to alleviate some of the pressure? So instead of thinking about wanting it and why she needs to rise to the occasion so we can get, have a fantastic time. But humble myself, I know, sorry, it is what it is. It's not going to last forever. She have to do what she have to do. She's alone doing it, so me have to do now. Do what me can do. Wash the dishes, cook some food, yada yada, whatever I can do. You understand me? I say? Instead of frustrating myself and say, boy, look how long me not do it and she it. No, timing is important. And there may be a time when you, for example, when you know, like, there's a certain click where you know, so you need to just push a little harder. And when you push a little harder, it may just be the time when you need to just unwind and just really release. You understand? But then timing is important. Timing is important. But if you know your partner enough, you can know when to push a little further and when to just go easy. Alright? Yeah. But guys, as I say, we just come up with based on based on our own life experience and other persons who we have discussion with, come up with these topics. So if it is that you think that we need just talk someone about something else with timing, you can tell us. But other than that, we just are going to give you from what we have come up with as we go through and think about these topics. And we're saying to you guys that timing is important. If you love each other as you should and want the best for each other, always think about the other person. Always think about, is it the right time? And if you do that, brothers and sisters, husband and wives, if you do that, we're going to have less disagreements and a lot more fun in the marriage. So, and of course, we know that Brother Graham celebrated his birthday today when we record it. So we're going to say, happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday. And of course,
First Lady, Sister Ken Shevans.
Yes.
We love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Tenille Mars, my cousin. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Tenille.
Hope you guys have a wonderful day today. Had a wonderful day.
And all of your family members. Blessings. Hope you had a great day.
And happy birthday to Sister Hines twin daughters.
We don't remember your name. The one is Kimisha and one is Kemisha.
I don't remember if it's Kimisha and Kemisha, but anyway, you know yourselves. Happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday. So, until the next live, we're going to ask you to remember to
like,
share,
and subscribe.
If you're here, if you're watching so far, you must click the like button.
And we love you, so show us your love by liking up the video.
Yes, like the video, man. And if you're watching for the first time, please subscribe. Right, we have more content coming up. I have about 271 more video we can go watch. All right, and so we are encouraging you guys to just show your love and message. We really appreciate you. We are at 513 subscribers, and we're on our road to 1K. Right, and we can't do it without your help, guys. We cannot do it without your help. And so we look forward to hearing from you. We look forward to your comments in the comment section. We love you. We appreciate you. God bless. And as we always say, that life is to be lived, live it through Christ, and have some fun in the Savior. God bless.
Alright, so guys, remember, if you're in our last live, we spoke about the picture quality, and we got comments about, yeah, look nice, and it look more smooth and whatever. So we were blessed to receive this, which is, let me quickly show you, a 4K camcorder, which basically looks like this. So this is though what we have to use in our vlogs and our videos, right? And it have that, and it have a remote to come with it. It has its own attachment for the microphone. So let's just show it to you guys how God has been graciously good to us. One of our dear family members, we're not going to say, we're not going to say
These are her name.
Well, we're not going to say but we're not going to say subscriber, but rather
No, the family member on the way.
our family member. See, it has
We get to
its
say
microphone.
respect all the time.
If
Thank you.
if the person wants us to do a for them next time, we tell her who give it.
Exactly. If the person don't have a problem with, you know, it being known who he or she is,
Yeah.
you can respond by saying,
Yeah, man. Tell us.
you
Tell us.
know what to say.
Yeah, tell us, go
you
ahead.
can respond to this video and make yourself be known. Then
it.
we can highlight you
Yeah.
because we're
It's
not
up to
sure
you.
if you want to be highlighted.
It's up to you.
But thanks again. Thanks again.
So this is it, guys. We have our little thing like that news report today. Mrs. Lee, what do you have to say about that situation?
You know the Lord has been good and God working mysterious ways.
Amen. So guys, this is what we were using last Sunday when we were doing the
with our
live. Alright? So we give God thanks that we have all this, and trust me, we're moving on, we're moving forward.
Receive it the Saturday
And
and we use it
the Sunday night for our live. And of course, Jay was our technical
God
support.
bless Jordan.
She helped us get it up together and running. So guys, look forward to great more footage and a lots more. And the quality going still. Alright? Blessings.
It's yet to come. God's gonna reveal and blow your mind. It's yet